Strange to see Mali with not too many fans supporting them. Again, 3 lady officials, and will now stand for the national anthems.
Thank you. À présent, l'hymne national du Mali.
Well, it is indeed very, very strange to see the Salamatu Maiga Arena here in Bamako, Mali, less than a quarter full when Mali are playing. They've done a fabulous job in promoting this tournament, the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2017. They expected to get into the final. The problem for Mali is that Nigeria had other ideas. A fabulous semi-final, 48-47. Nigeria beat Mali, and the scenes of desolation, not just in the crowd, but in the Mali team as well. There were players lying on the floor in, well, in tears, all of them. 47-48, and remember what that did was to eliminate Mali from any possibility of going to the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup in September 2018. Such were the high hopes of Mali to make Spain next year, and taken away from them by a very, very good Nigerian team, coached by a fabulous coach, Sam Vincent. They're the lineup for Mali in this bronze medal game. That's what they still have to play for. And there is Toti Kandiga, and you have to say, Teresa Brantlova, Kandiga had very little part to play in that fabulous semi-final game.
Yeah, we have to definitely confirm that. I think she wasn't really able to cope with that pressure of team pressure of Nigeria, because they have forced her into a couple of unprepared shots. Now, you know, the question is, can she reset her mind and get her team back in this game to go and get those bronze medals?
Well, they're the lineup, the starting 5 for Mozambique, and just look out for Leah Dong, the number 11. What a fabulous game she had to get her side into the semi-final. Mozambique eliminated one of the favourites for the tournament, Angola, in their quarter-final game, and it was there she is, Leah Dong, 27 points, most of them in the second half, when she was in a little bit of foul trouble as well. And it was Mozambique beating Angola by 14 points. So we've identified 2 key players who we think are going to play prominent parts in this game.
Yeah, for Mozambique, Leah Dong, she has been a huge points contributor, huge energy contributor to her team as well. In yesterday's games against Senegal, again 20 points, even though I have to give a credit to Tamara Seda as well for double-double, 15 points, 14 rebounds. But Lea Dong is a quite obvious leader for Mozambique. On the other side, Negnuma Coulibaly, 17 rebounds yesterday in that game. She has been quite unproductive by points for Mali. That yesterday's game where Tivera scored 15, but as again Nigeria has done a great job at that game to kind of play her very physically under inside space. It's went in the inside of the inside space. So it will be a question we think that she should definitely match up great with Lea Dong in this game. But again, as I said, the question is how much damage that loss in semi-final has done to Mali team.
We're talking about psychological damage, and there's coach Sylvain Lauti. Perhaps his job's on the line, having not taken Mali to Spain next year. Psychological damage of Negnuma Coulibaly and indeed the number 30, the big girl Aston Darbo. Two players there who were last in the Mali team in 2011 when they also failed to make the medal game, or at least the gold and silver medal game. So not exactly a deserted arena here today, but it's far from full. Looking around, lots and lots of empty seats. Good to see the band here again. The lads are here to, lads and lassies that is, here to support their team. Mali, desperate to come away with something. The bronze medal, it's their hope. But they've got a very, very capable, very able Mozambique team standing in their way.
Yeah, we were discussing between each other that we really would like to see how much people will come to support Mali after that defeat yesterday. And we see that the culture probably of African people is that they have loads of pride inside of themselves, because we don't see any close to the crowd we've seen in that yesterday's game. The atmosphere has been a brilliant, so loud and vibing, but today is, I would say, maybe 1/3 of the crowd from yesterday.
Well, compared to the atmosphere in previous Mali games in this tournament, this is a ghost town. I wonder whether coach Nazir Saleh can take full advantage of that. The easily identified figure there of Lea Dong. She's their leading scorer by some distance in the group stage, 17 points and 7.7 rebounds. But that key game in the quarter-final, when it mattered, and I tell you what, she was getting a lot of physical treatment from that Angolan team as well. And indeed, last night in that 20-point loss to Senegal. But she doesn't bat an eyelid. All opponents know that Lea Dong is the key to Mozambique's efforts, and they put an awful lot of pressure on her, and she can cope.
Yeah, we've seen yesterday Mozambique has dealt with some mismatches, especially on the wing positions, and Mali is the same skilled team and with the same size like Senegal, so we probably will see it again.
So it's Mali in green, Mozambique in white, and it's Mali who get us underway to begin with. Here's Gandiga. And again, Mali out-rebounding their opponents. We've said that so many times.
Yeah, and we see a zone defense straight away from Mozambique, 2-1-2, trying to fill that inside space because Mali is such strong under the rim.
So the first error is committed by Mali, the backcourt violation. I wonder how motivated Coach Lauti will be today. He was dripping sweat by the bucket yesterday in that 1-point loss. So much emotion. There's Gandiga. Mozambique are playing an extended zone with Dong, the bucket protector. Or is it a man-to-man?
No, it's a zone.
On the turnaround, Mali underway. And it's Ramata Diakite. 7 for Mozambique, Annabella Kossa. Well, a lot of fans stayed away, but the drummers haven't. Shot clock on 5, and the first foul is against Mali, and Maya Torreira. Well, there's a smile on her face now. I'll tell you what though, about 24 hours ago, she was distraught. She was crying her eyes out, lying face down on the floor at the end of that game against Nigeria.
And it just reflects how much pressure mentally the team of Mali has felt, because that's been just a huge disappointment for many players. They know it's not only the ticket to World Cup, but also the self-promotion of themselves as a players.
1 from 2 for Elizabeth Pereira. Gandiga, the bounce pass inside, and the hustle, and the direction arrow is pointing in favor of Mozambique. What a feather in the cap it would be for Nazir Saleh if he could come away with the bronze medal. Very few people talking about Mozambique at the beginning of the tournament. Well, there's a turnover. Here's Gandiga. Gandiga skipping away through, and Mozambique taking care of their own backboard.
They know that they have to manage their turnovers in today's game, because Mali is one of the best teams at this tournament to punishing these errors from the opponents.
But it's pretty obvious what Mozambique are attempting, to get the ball inside to Dong. Now she's come under an awful lot of pressure, and she does have a long-range threat as well. The number 11 for Mozambique can shoot the threes. There's the foul, and the foul is against Mali's Nasira Traore. Slow reaction to the out-of-bounds play there for Mali, and obviously a deflated Mali team.
Yeah, Manfanel has used that a second of misconcentration of Nasira Traore, and a simple offense from out of bounds.
Talking to some of the Malian fans and basketball people, they were very disappointed in Coach Lauti's coaching yesterday, but then again, he did a wonderful job restricting Nigeria to 48 points. He didn't miss the shots that Mali missed. Here's Gandiga. Cisse. Torres Traore, wrong team. This is good defense from Mozambique. And they get the long rebound. Dong inside. She was too far under the hoop. And the easy 2 for Mali. They take a 2-point lead.
Mali knows they don't want to play against that set zone defense. They need to now play quick breaks in today's game to avoid that.
There she is, Dong outside the arc this time. She has a 3-point threat. And that's out of bounds, despite the fact that the Mozambique player was convinced she was pushed out of bounds. And that player, Odilia Mafanila.
We've seen Mali struggle against the zone defense already at this tournament, especially in that game with Angola in a group phase, and it will be interesting to see how long it's going to take Mali to find a way to be effective offensively against that zone defense.
Diakite is fouled on her way to the bucket. Here is Diakite again. Koulibaly hits the short jumper. There are 3 Koulibalys on the Mali team. Well, actually, yeah, 3, and that was Nagnuma, one of the survivors from 2011.
Excellent help. Excellent help from Torreira. She has been in the right spot, in a great position. Whoa!
That's a blocking foul against Mozambique. Every time Leardon gets the ball inside, it must feel as though someone's turned the lights out. She's surrounded. Timeout Mozambique, who trail 6-2. 6:25 to go. Yeah, that's a pretty obvious foul there by Odilia Nafanila.
Vai dentro. Elisabetta aqui, mas vai para dentro. Não vai entrar. A seguir sai tu. Por tu estiveres aqui dentro. Atenção, Elisabetta. Ganha vantagem e dribla fora. Vai buscar a bola. Outro pick and roll dentro. Há um dentro e há um flash. Não acontece nada no ataque. A gente não marca, pô. Não sabe jogar.
Well, I reckon 95% of coaches in the world use a visual aid like that, the board. Sometimes they make it very complicated indeed. I wonder if missed foul shots, missed layups, missed rebounds were going through the mind of Coach Sylvain Lauti last night in his dreams or even his nightmares.
I'm pretty sure that there has been at least a thought before he fell asleep, if not the nightmares, because there has been a very poor shooting from his team, especially the first half of that game yesterday.
Well, Mali seem to be the experts in one-point losses, don't they, in recent years? Remember they lost to Cameroon 2 years ago in the group stage, 43-44, similar scoreline last night. Terrera on the foul line.
Rivera has came back that second half for Mali yesterday really well, by the end ending with 15 points and 6 assists, and maybe even that's why she was the player with the most tears in by the end of that loss.
Mozambique struggling to string two passes together even. Gandiga, another player who probably had nightmares last night. Gandiga, so much expected of her in the semi-final. A good save, but not good enough. Now, can Mozambique capitalize upon that error by Mali, which has to be described as a nervous error? And that's an offensive foul against Mozambique, the last thing they wanted.
Yeah, and Mali does a great job defending her in that low block position. But, you know, credit to the hands of the defensive player of the passer, because that deflection has completely just gave the space for them to reset.
Gandiga tied up momentarily, and that shot was blocked. Mali have 11 seconds on the shot clock. Well, Mozambique is saying, hang on, we didn't touch the ball. Let's have a look. No touch. Disguised pass, Gandiga. And Mali will go to the foul line again.
Yeah, we know that Mali is one of the most athletic teams at this tournament, and Mozambique has been a bit struggling with that rebounding in their defensive half.
Well, Mali are convinced the basketball gods are against them at the moment. And Aramata Diakite can't make the best use of the foul shots. But she hits the second. Gandiga, wonderful footwork on defense. Look at Gandiga's defensive stance, so wide. And there's great hands on the help defense as well. Oh, for a similar start last night, say 5,000 Mali fans. Dong inside. Easy two for her first 2 points.
Yeah, there has been just 1 second they left Lea Dong unattended. And,
a stretch there for Gandiga, but she got hold of it. And Mali quicker to the rebound and the turnaround. Not great awareness there from Mozambique.
There has been a 4th offensive foul for Mali. And that's what is killing Mozambique right now.
Dong. She doesn't look at the hoop. She finds a player inside who is surrounded again. Substitution Mali. In comes the big girl. It is Astu Darbo rather. Well, Mali thought they'd got an interception then. But still Mozambique possession. Dong from range. She has got an outside threat. Into the corner. Gandiga almost lost it. Torreira. And here goes Kosa. The turnover and the foul. Lea Dong can do without unnecessary fouls like that. Our apologies, the big scoreboard has lost power. We'll try and get it sorted out as the referee says, referee's timeout, everybody go to the bench. Well, it's been a real problem here in Bamako, Mali. The power's gone again, or some of it anyway. Had to run down to the local SO garage the other day for some more petrol to restart the generator, and maybe the problem again. An update on the power situation. The scoreboard has been reactivated. Mozambique 6, Mali 13, with 3:31 to go in the first quarter. A stoppage in play here, Teresa. We have to remember that at the end of the final, there's a big presentation ceremony as well. And there's also the nominations of an All-Star 5. Personally speaking, I would put Lea Dong in there.
Yeah, I would definitely put her there as well, because she has been a huge contributor for Mozambique team. And there are definitely another players aspiring to go into that All-Star 5 by the end of this tournament.
Although she had a bad semi-final, this young lady, Tutu Gandiga, also a candidate for the All-Star 5. And there's Lea Dong, my candidate, getting the rebound. And the three, Mozambique certainly can shoot the three, just ask Angola. Good patient play from Mali.
Yeah, when you play against a zone, you want to put the ball inside or to the middle of the zone to create some passing angles.
Traveling.
And we've seen that intention from Mali to do so when Neknuma Koulibaly has been on the court, but we don't see it now, this last possession.
As ever, great defensive pressure from Gandiga. No three this time, and Dong can't get her hands on the rebound. Diakite inside for two. Great penetration from Ramata Diakite.
And great
and the steal. And the travel.
It always shows how small the player is when there's someone who uses this a bit moment or lack of concentration and just throw the ball out of bounds.
Well, 15th Seda there just walked into a trap. No three this time for Leadong. Great ball movement from Mali. It hasn't touched the floor. Gandiga for no points. The Mali secure second phase offense. And this time Mozambique do get the rebound. She's going to lose it. Great pass and the layup from Dong. Mozambique still in the game. Early days, of course. 10-16. Make that 11.
Yeah, it was a great quick break from Mozambique, again led by Annabella Costa.
Oh, my mistake, it's 10-16. Dabu inside. That's an open three, which is buried.
Fatoumata Bakayoko has proved that she is a three-point shooter for Mali. And great, again, decision to take that second quick shot.
Great steal from Gandiga. Misses the pull-up jump shot, though. Last minute of the first quarter. Early on it felt as though Mali were going to pull away, but it's still only a 9-point lead for them. Shot clock 7. The lead stays at 9. Gandiga. Nice bounce pass inside
Great
to Dabo.
Has been an excellent timing for that cut from Ramata Diakite.
Well, Diakite giving Mozambique all kinds of problems at the moment. There's the push, and Diakite will go at the foul line again. The lead stretches to 10. Make it 11. You've got to get the ball over the halfway line. They do so.
Great defense from Gandiga.
She's all over her opponent like a rash. And the shot is blocked. A new 14. And the foul and the N1. A little tap from behind by Gandiga with 8 seconds remaining in the first half.
Yeah, Kila Mukobakin has watched. She gave the look on the shot clock and on the clock of this first quarter, and she's seen that there's only 8 seconds left, and she has decided to go and take that shot. Great decision.
Muko Bakin can't finish off the three-point play. And Diakite somehow rescued it. Or did she? Well, that's the end of the first quarter with Mozambique on 12, Mali 21. This is the bronze medal game at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2017. It's an obvious thing to say, but both teams disappointed not to be in the final. Denied any possibility of going to Spain 2018. But there is a bronze medal at stake, and at the moment it is Mali leading by 9. My name is Roy Birch. I'm accompanied by Teresa Brantlova. Teresa, I can guarantee fabulous basketball in September 2018. Agreed?
I can only agree with that, because that's going to be the best we will see from the world's female basketball.
We've seen some pretty good basketball here from players who won't be in Spain next year, and Diakite is one of those fabulous Mali players. So too is Maya Torreira. Got vivid image in my mind of Torreira lying on the floor last night, face down, in a figure of desolation. She's recovered today. Number 13 for Mali and number 15, Negnuma Coulibaly. She knows how it feels to lose by 1 point in a big game. Lea Dong there inside. Just 4 points to Dong so far, but another player who can explode at any moment. There's that outside shot from the Mozambique number 11. So Mali, they'll get us going in the second quarter. Gandiga still at the point for Mali. That's knocked out of bounds by Diakite. It's very tempting to say that Mozambique should really try and blast past Gandiga. That's easier said than done. The Mozambique dribbler not going anywhere in particular, but she's still fouled. The foul, Diakite.
Yeah, Mapalana Odelia has seemed to be a bit helpless, because she wanted to pass the ball to her teammates, but there was no one open. Great defense from Mali again to close all passing lines.
Familiar sight there of coach Sylvain Lanty asking for the travel. That's what he was doing for most of the game last night. Good rebounding from Darbo. She wouldn't give it up. Gandiga now playing off guard. And little push by Mozambique's Odilia Mafanila. Well, Mozambique were loaded up with fouls early in the first quarter. That's only their first foul, but less than a minute played in the second quarter.
Yeah, but I can't help it, but I think Negnuma Coulibaly is missing on the court right now, because she was such threat against that zone defense from inside space. And here she is. Actually, both sisters now on the court, Mariam Coulibaly and Negnuma.
Coulibaly offers leadership in the 4 position for Mali, and the 3 position, and the 3-pointer there for Mali's number 7. That's Fatuma Bagayoko. Well, Mozambique running their offensive play religiously, not really looking at the hoop and stepping out of bounds. Looking around the arena here, a lot of flags being waved. I think they're Senegalese flags though. Of course, Senegal play Nigeria in the final later on tonight. No 3-pointer this time, and strangely, no Mali rebounders. Coast to coast, and it's 14-24. Nice 2 there for Odilia Mafanila.
And we see that Mozambique is really punishing with those quick breaks any unsuccessful shots or mistakes from Mali.
This is great defense from Mozambique and a great hustle from both teams. And the possession arrow gives Mozambique possession. Negnuma Coulibaly. What a hustler she is. There she goes, drops on the ball. That's called commitment. Yeah, box out. Get your elbows out. Spread yourself, says the coach. Bakin under all kinds of pressure from Gandiga.
Just an excellent individual defense for Gandiga.
Whoa! And that is under pressure.
That is a huge release for Bakin.
Only a 7-point game now. Koulibaly inside. She'll go to the foul line. Well, apologies, it's not Koulibaly. Yes, it is Koulibaly, but another one, Mariam. She drops the first one in. It might be a commentator's nightmare if all three Koulibalys are on the floor at the same time. Then again, it might make the job easier.
Yeah, definitely is, but what it makes easier for Mali is that they both are that inside threat against the zone defense.
Well, the crowd wanted a little handoff there. I don't blame them. That's a travel.
Yeah, there has been a huge traffic when Tamara Seda, a teammate of Pinto, has just been in that position, so nowhere to go.
Very patient offense here from Mali, spraying the ball around. 5 on the shot clock. Oh, that's way outside the arc from Maiga. And here's Maiga's opposite number. Uku Bakine. Oh, off the glass, they all count.
Another one.
So 2 number 5s making a prominent impact at the moment.
Yeah, we see that Mali sends a guard throughout the baseline to create that overloading situation. And this time.
Not that time from Maiga. Another 3 for Mozambique. They're trailing by only 7. That was Canera Pinto, 17 years of age, showing no fear.
Yeah, and it's such a good game for her to gain the experiences, because in 7 years to play the home host in a game of bronze medals, great experiences from this young player.
Well, Koulibaly attracting a lot of attention in there. Koulibaly of the Nagnuma variety. And Torreira back in for Mali, number 13. Lovely bounce pass inside, and on the turnaround. Ooh, the referee said she saw a double touch. Out of bounds, Mali. Good rebound for Mozambique's Tamara Seda. Oh my word. How on earth did Mozambique score there? Number 13, Maya Torres, 13, sorry, Elizabeth Pereira, and she's taken Mozambique to within 5. Timeout Mali.
Wow, that has been a brave penetration of Pereira, but to be honest, we always say the luck wishes the prepared ones and brave ones, and it has been a great 5 minutes of Mozambique.
Well, we had about 10 seconds of the lesser spotted period of silence then. The band stopped playing, and they can even hear Coach Sylvain Lauti showing a little bit of anguish because his team, having led by 12, now they lead by 5 with 5:16 to go in the first half. Long time to go, Teresa, but can you imagine the feelings in the Mali camp if they were to lose the bronze medal?
I don't even want to imagine because that's been already one huge disappointment for them in that yesterday's game. But credit to Mozambique. This has been a great comeback for them in this second period.
Let's see if Mozambique can maintain the momentum that they have recently acquired. So coming out of the timeout, Mali with possession, 5:16 to go in the half, and a 5-point Mali lead. Mozambique still in the zone. And Mali stretching the zone. Well, same old story. Mali get the rebound. And they score off it through Mariam Koulibaly. Well, apologies for the graphics going slightly haywire. Sorted it out, Lea Dung under all kinds of pressure. And 11 on the shot clock for Mozambique.
Mali does a great job so far on Lea Dung. She has no even 1 second of freedom on the court. You see that really all players are focusing on that player. So if there's a need help, the person is there for the help. Great defense.
Dung screens and rolls. Well, she has got a 3-point threat. Perhaps a little too far away then. Good yard, oh sorry, meter behind the arc. Short range jumper. Misses by a long way. Well, Mozambique guilty of forcing the shot somewhat. 4 minutes remaining in the first half. And that is how to contest the offensive glass. Goodness me, that is a tough rebound. Lea Dung can't quite believe it. Here we go. Yep, Mariam Koulibaly got the inside position and she was fouled. Mozambique in the penalty. Now, coach is going to take Lea Dung out. Well,
She has picked her third foul, so that's a smart decision because the coach Nasser Saleh will need her in that second half of the game.
What can Mozambique do without their talisman? Well, good hands, good reading of the situation by Tamara Seda. It's a different game now with Lea Dung on the bench for Mozambique. And Mali make the most of it. They're leading by 7. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So on that occasion, they did not make anything of it, let alone the most. Well, that's what's known in the trade as a forced shot. Good hands. And that is Mozambique possession.
To be honest, I don't think Mozambique plays very smart these last couple of possessions because they have came closer in that gap in the score. And since then, they just forced every single offensive shot and very quick shots as well. So they just give Mali a chance to get possession on their side. And Mali plays smart right now because they know their power is under the rim in both sisters of Koulibaly.
Mali 31, Mozambique 24, 3:21 to go in the first half. And they're the leading scorers. Diakite for Mali, number 87, 7 points. She had a great start, been on the bench ever since. It was coach Nasser Saleh who called the timeout. Muku Bakine. She is on equal leading scorer in the game on 7 points. Leah Dong on 6 points, but 3 fouls. This Mozambique second timeout. Still 3:21 to go in the half. They trail by 7. Well, we'll try and bring you highlights of the second quarter. Here they are now. A big, big 3 there for Mozambique. Oh, that is a sublime pass, but Mozambique come up with the miss. You might say that pass had no right to get there, but he did get there, but they missed. Maiga. Diakite in. Here go Mozambique on the steal, and they slow it down. No, that's an impossible pass. And it came off the foot of a Mozambique player. Guilty of forcing it somewhat. Now, dangerous times for Mozambique with Leah Dong on the bench. If they can keep it in single figures, the deficit, then who knows what will happen in the second half. But if Mali run away with it now, which they are, well, they should be running away with it. Goodness me, the easiest player of the game and one of the most experienced players in Africa. Negnuma Kubali misses what looked like the easiest 2, and then she fouls. That's only Mali's second foul. There's the 3. And the rebound is eventually grabbed by Mozambique.
Yeah, I'd love to see Tamara Sheda more involved offensively for Mozambique, because yesterday she had that double-double of 14 rebounds and 15 points, but so far she's on 0 and 2 personal fouls. So no contribution at all from this player yet, while Leah Dong is on the bench.
Well, let's say an unfortunate phase of play for Negnuma Coulibaly. She just missed what looked like an open layup, and then she commits a blocking foul. And that's the 3rd foul against Mali, with still 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Oh, I was about to say off-balance shots are not the order of the day for Mozambique, but they score one anyway. 26-31. This is a very, very useful zone by Mozambique, and they get possession as a result of moving that zone. Minute and a half to go before half-time. If Mozambique can go in trailing by a little, well, they're not going to do it with off-balance shots, but they get possession anyway. And some of the faces of the Mali players speak volumes. Plum or what?
And Odelia Mafanella does a great job on the board for Mozambique.
And the foul. And the N1. Coach Lauti can't believe what he's looking at. What he is looking at is a 3-point lead that was 12. The 3-point play is not completed, but they get the rebound. Goodness gracious me, it's a 1-point game. Wow, where has this come from?
From a great zone defense, Mozambique, because great defense brings you great offense.
Good ball distribution. Here's Gandiga into the post. And the 3. Boy, oh boy, was that welcome for Mali. Terrera makes it a 4-point game. Get over the halfway line, and she does just. Well, we have a technical foul against Sylvain Lauti. Well, he has to be very careful. 2 coach technicals, and he's gone. So 1 shot and possession. And Coach Lauti still remonstrating with the official. He's got to be very careful. We know he's under pressure. Mozambique do not make the most of it. Possession to come for Mozambique with 39 seconds remaining, 39 and a bit. Now, can Mozambique really rub it in, rub salt into the wounds that they have inflicted? Good screen, good bounce pass.
Wow.
And the foul, it's a shooting foul.
And again,
Kite the foul.
it's a shame because the help has been there for that penetration of Tamarashida. But number 77, Samara Kota, has just put her hands on her and committed that foul.
5-second differential between game and shot clock on the resumption. It's a 3-point game now. Tamara set up, hits the first.
Boy, I could see that the players of Mali has been calming down Coach Lauti because they know that every point could be very important in this game.
Gandiga to Diakite. Terrera takes it inside. That's a lovely pass. No score, no foul, no nothing. Shot clock being turned off. 5 seconds on the game clock. And the foul. The foul with 1.3 seconds remaining. And it is a 2-point game. The game, everything has gone south for Mali. They led by 12. They lead now by 2. But they have 2 foul shots against them. Oh my word, that was a somewhat tired shot by Odilia Mafanila. This to make it a 1-point game, which she fails to do. So at half-time, a quite incredulous score. Mali 34, Mozambique 32 in the bronze medal game here at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2017. So their confirmation. What were you saying about Coach Sylvain Lauti, Teresa?
I just said that I've seen Negnuma Koulibaly from the bench shouting at Coach Sylvain Lauti, most probably about just, Coach, calm down, we need you in this game. You can't just get off and frustrated. But, you know, sometimes it's useful for Coach to just show that unhappiness with the officials. But this game is very close. Every possession could be a key possession. So both teams need to be very smart.
Well, we're watching highlights of the first half. Most of them were of Mali initiatives early on, but Mozambique have fought their way back into this game. It is Mali 34, Mozambique 32 at half-time in the bronze medal game. Welcome back to the Salamatu Maiga Arena in Bamako, Mali. We've about 2 minutes 40 seconds of the half-time interval here in the bronze medal game. It is Mali 34, Mozambique 32 at half-time. Mali led by 12 at one stage. And perhaps a significant moment in the game came when Negnuma Koulibaly, number 15 for Mali, urged her coach Sylvain Lauti to calm down. He took no notice and he got a technical foul for his pains. Another significant moment was when Mozambique's number 11 Leah Dong picked up her third foul. Her team were trailing by 12 and neutral observers around the court were quite concerned that her team were going to collapse. She, one of their main rebounders, definitely their main scorer, number 11 Leila Dong, but her teammates thought, no, we're going to do something about it without Leila Dong. And boy, did they do something about it. They fought their way back. They trailed by 2. It could have been tied even. They had 2 foul shots late in that first half. But to fight back from 12 points behind, to make it just a 2-point game in the bronze medal game, some accomplishment by Mozambique. I'm Lord Birch, with me is Teresa Franklova. Teresa, that was a fabulous fight back by Mozambique.
Absolutely, and I always say that great defense brings offense, and Mozambique is sitting in that zone defense for the whole half, and it's just causing troubles to the Mali's offense to find a way how to deliver the ball to their big players down under the rim at that first look. I think they're a little bit missing that 1 second when the bigs are wide open out there, and that's enough time for Mozambique to recover it when Mali is creating any movement. So credit to Mozambique's zone defense so far, and all they need to do is just to stay patient offensively and not let Mali to force them into the quick unprepared shots, because Mali has forced Mozambique to 12 turnovers so far compared to 6 of Mali committed, and I think that's a huge difference, because Mali has punished those turnovers by 11 points. So considering that the game is only 2 points difference, that's why Mozambique is behind in that margin.
Now Mozambique got to be very careful here, because remember, coach Sylvain Lauti of Mali picked up a technical foul for whinging basically at the officials. It is often a case when a coach picks up a technical foul, then the referees might just think, well, maybe he has a point, and the next couple of calls go his way. So Mali, be careful of that, and also smart coaching from Nasir Saleh of Mozambique. He has resisted the temptation of reinstalling Leila Dong. She's still on the bench. Why stop good momentum? That's what Coach Saleh has said. Diakite had a great start, and that's a great pass as well from Diakite into Negnuma Koulibaly. The lead stretches to 4. Now there's a player on the floor looking to be in some distress. Mozambique player. I can't see the number. I think it's another head injury.
I think it's Annabella Costa, number 7 for Mozambique.
It's number 7. It's Annabelle Costa, their leading assist player. Has she hurt her knee? I think she has. Well, we've seen a good half a dozen injuries in this tournament so far, and this doesn't look like a good one, if any injury is in fact good. Isa Boubacar Maiga, number 5 for Mali. No, my apologies, it's Akila Bukambikin, and sadly, no, it's Annabelle Costa. My apologies for the confusion, but it's their leading assist player. It's definitely her left knee. It looks as though it's an old injury. That
is not the best start of the second half for Mozambique, but now they have to really refocus and try to have that concentration, stick together for Anabella Costa and carry on with that good performance.
Coach Saleh has to regroup, and he does it perfectly. Tamara Seda off the glass, the lead 2 again for Mali. Gandiga calls for some movement on offense and spreads the play. Diakite pulls up, misses the jumper, and the rebound is Koulibaly.
It's a shame that Gandiga hasn't recognized that mismatch on Neknuma Koulibaly, because she has called her to set her screen for that pick and roll, but she didn't give any look to her big rolling down with that huge mismatch.
My apologies, it's Terrera on the foul line. This is the first. But not the second. Kosa. Sorry, it's Bukabakin. Be careful of that screen, don't move it. Good defense to Akili. And she's on the boards again. Tamara Seda. It's a 1-point game.
Yeah, Mozambique is feeding Tamara Seda down under the rim right now. The previous possession picked on. Now Mafanela Aurelia.
Koulibaly inside for a long time. Akina, and the rebound drops in the hands of a Mozambican. Be careful, there's Gandiga. They just get the ball over the halfway line and then squander possession. Gandiga. Well, Gandiga is fouled. She'll go to the foul line. How long before Mozambique coach Nasir Saleh can afford to reintroduce Leila Dong? Looks to the heavens.
You can't believe why the heck Bukabakin has fouled Gandiga when Mafanela Aurelia has been there for the help.
Tati Gandiga. It's them both. Kosa. Well, European style layup is missed. Nice pass inside. Great interior passing from Mali, and a nice bank shot off the glass.
Yeah, but Diakite has started it with that great cut towards to the rim when Koulibaly had that ball on the top of the elbow.
Timeout Mozambique. They're trailing by 5 with 7:16 to go in the third quarter. Great hands from Diakite. And a somewhat calmer Sylvain Lauti, coach to Mali now. And this is coach Nasir Saleh of Mozambique. A man who wears his heart on his sleeve, Sylvain Lauti. I know how he feels. Occasionally, if he had any hair in his head, he'd have been pulling it out. So the timeout is over. 41-36, Mali lead early in the third quarter. And still no Leia Dong for Mozambique. Well, Tamara said I thought she had the rebound, but there he was gone. Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful offense. Spraying the ball around. Mali keeping the ball off the floor. And remember, Mozambique have just had a timeout. The lead 7. Well, apologies for the odd breakup of picture. And again the rebound, and again it's Diakite. Mali are playing with 4 players at the moment. Someone is injured. And I think it's Torreira. Yeah, Torreira is lying down in the painted area. And Mozambique have just committed a foul. Yes, Torreira. So where was the, well, it was a knee in the groin, I think. That's what hurt her. Yep. That is painful. So I think she'll take a break. It was definitely impact in the abdominal area. Well, one of his leading scorers in the semi-final last night and in the third and fourth playoff game today, Maya Torreira, is taking an enforced break. Nasira Traore misses the first. We have another Koulibaly, Kankou Koulibaly on the floor now, number 10. Traore missed the first, hit the second. The lead stretches to 8 for Mali. Mozambique had a poor start to the game, they're having a poor start to the second half as well. The rebound, Diakite, is Kandiga. Diakite. And the foul. That's not the smartest foul, reaching in by Traore. Again, she had no chance of getting the ball and then reaches around.
And it has been a great ball movement from Mali last couple of the offensive possessions. It just proved them that you don't really have to dribble too much against that zone defense. Important is to play smart and make few cuts through to make the defense move, and then just find an open space where someone has to come.
Good pressure from Mali, they almost stole the inbounds pass. And new on court for Mozambique is Amelia Masinge. Back on court is Leila Dong, number 11. On 3 fouls, of course. Ooh, swing of the elbows there. Shot clock violation against Mozambique.
Great defense from Mali. Again to keep Mozambique on that 24-second shot clock.
Traore. Diakite. Diakite not known for her three-point threats. Darbo back in. Well, the foul to stop the break.
Yeah, Koulibaly has kept the ball on her hand too long, and young guard of Mozambique Pinta has used that moment of surprise going from behind to steal this ball, and a frustration for Koulibaly because she knows that that has been an unforced error.
A foul by Koulibaly, and what's more, unsportsmanlike to stop the break. And Mozambique can make maximum impact here. If they get the two, they've got possession to come. Well, they get one. Interesting now to see what impact Leah Dong, number 11 for Mozambique, has. She's on 3 fouls. She's had a prolonged break. That's possession, Mozambique. Good hustle from Traore. Referees do not like sarcastic or quizzical looks at them when they know they've got a decision 100% right. They don't like anyone glaring at them, but when they get the decision right, foul there, 14 for Mozambique is Odilia Mafanila.
And that's the 4th foul of Mozambique in this 3rd period. So every other foul will be rewarded by 2 foul shots for Mozambique, for Mali, pardon.
Koulibaly. Traore. Diakite, the reverse layup misses. Well, 12 for Mozambique. Good Fuinga there, just let the ball go out. If you're not sure, grab it.
Now we see the man-to-man defense for Mozambique. Oh,
Perfectly executed jump shot from Nasira Traore. Nice pass, and Leila Dong has it swatted away.
wow, great recovery from Nasser Traore.
Here's the replay. Well, there was no swat, just a loss of possession. Mozambique chasing shadows at the moment. And they're going to rebound Mali. Gandiga. Traore, that's a huge 3, 2nd phase offense. And it's back to a 12-point lead, the 12-point lead that Mali enjoyed partway through the 1st half. Mozambique have to rebuild again. Dong for no points.
Seems like that injury of Annabella Cossa has affected Mozambique hugely mentally.
Koulibaly for no points. That's going to be a great hustle. Great hustle from Diakite. The star of the show so far as Mali are concerned. Traore, the jumper, the biggest lead of the game now. Timeout Mozambique. 37 plays 51. That's more like the Mali we saw in the group stages. Without, of course, the ultra-intense pressure defense. But great offense from Mali. 3 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Life looking a little easier now for coach Sylvain Lauti. Life is a lot easier when you don't allow your frustrations to overflow. Coach Sylvain Lauti, he knows that. His players know that as well.
Yeah, and Mali has done a great job probably in changing room at the halftime to refocus because they are a team who deserves to go for that bronze medal, same as Mozambique, but they have came to this third quarter ball focused, and they have the ball movement in their offense, which helps them to overplay Mozambique these last couple of the minutes.
Kick ball, new 14 from Mozambique, and Mozambique have to do it all over again. They came back from 12 behind in the first half to trail by 2. They're now 14 points adrift. Yeah, the Mali defense has definitely stepped up a gear. And there the rebound. Negnanu Koulibaly. Kandiga. Well, Kanku Koulibaly couldn't hang on to the pass. 2-on-1. That's great transition play, and Leila Dong misses what looked like a relatively easy shot.
Yeah, you're right, and I'm happy to see Annabella Costa back on the court, so that shows us it hasn't been anything serious happening to her.
That's a forced shot. Dong is saying, someone hit me, ref. Well, Mozambique are forcing the shots now. That is having the desired effect as far as Mali are concerned. Again, but this time the steal for Mozambique. And again a missed layup, but Mozambique somehow retained possession.
Yeah, I can't really understand how come Ventura could have got an offensive rebounds against Kanku Koulibaly. Wow.
40 plays 51 now. 3 points are there for Ruth Muinga. Diakite. Great penetration. All that came from a nice move from Diakite. The lead back to 13. Well, Mozambique find themselves in a similar situation they were in last night. They were close for a long time against Senegal. Kandiga got away with a little reach then, and Mozambique scored. Last 40 seconds of the third quarter. Mali in control of the bronze medal game. Kandiga. Traore. Koulibaly. This is past the ball time.
Someone
Shot
needs
clock
to
on
take
3.
a shot.
There's the shot clock violation.
Yeah, Kanku Koulibaly should have been brave enough and confident enough to take that shot that Mali has been working for all 24 seconds.
Well, Mali do look like a coach's dream when they're passing that ball around, but they've got to remember that shot clock. Well, the clock is reset to 17 because the scorer slipped his finger. It went down to 11. It's back up to 17. Referee just making sure. No, it's back up to 18 now. When you're referee, you've got to have eyes in the back of your head. Now, Mozambique should not let Mali touch the ball again, but that's precisely what they do.
And that's a fourth foul of Leodon. And that gives 2 foul shots to Mali, 10 seconds to the end of this third period.
Well, low fives there from coach to player, but really that was a disaster for Mozambique. They had 18 seconds to make sure they at least got a shot away in the end of the third quarter, instead of which they pick up the 4th foul against their main inside player. Kanku Koulibaly hits the first. And the second. 42 plays 55. Now, the referee has signaled a foul. I think it's Kandiga. Yeah. Well, that's only the 4th team foul against Mali in this quarter. Get a shot away, Mozambique. Well, they got a shot away. It's a rush shot, but it's a good shot from Leodong. Really, he came out of nowhere. So 44 plays 55 at the end of the third quarter in the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2017 bronze medal game. Mali 55, Mozambique 44. 3/4 of the game has gone. Mali lead by 11. Mozambique have come back from 12 in the first half. Can they do it again in the second half?
Mali has definitely improved ball movement in their offense, and more player has got involved offensively. If I would mention, that was Nasira Traore. Great third quarter for that player. Same as Ramapta Diakite. These two players has just made offense of Mali really sharp and movable, which Mozambique hasn't been able pretty much to cover it. So great offensive plays from Mali so far in this third quarter.
Well, the first time I saw Mali play in this tournament, I identified the fact that they have two different styles of play on offense. One of them, the ball stays off the floor, they zing it around. The other offense, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but there's a lot of dribbling involved. What I haven't identified is the signal to say which is which.
Yeah, which offense we're gonna use against which opponent and when, let's say, because they've had a great third period, Mali, offensively.
That was the last score of the fourth quarter by Leodong, who sadly for Mozambique is on 4 fouls. She's on 8 points, but living dangerously. But her team do have possession at the beginning of the fourth. Being very patient, Mozambique. And here's Gandiga on the break. Goodness me, she is absolute grease lightning. The lead stretches to 13. The lead goes back to 11 with Leodong on the bench. Good two there from Mafanila. Well, without Leodong on the floor in the first half, Mozambique did really well coming back from 12 behind. To trail by 2 at half time. Can they do it again? Gandiga for no points. And Mali crashing the boards. That's possession Mali with 7 on the shot clock. Well, the arena filling up with Senegalese fans. Remember what's coming. Senegal against Nigeria in the gold medal game. That'll be straight after this bronze medal game. Beautiful turnaround shot off the glass from Terera.
Yeah, she has used her advantage in size against Ventura.
Oh, great hands from Gandiga. And she gets the layup as well. And what's more, she wants the foul.
She has tried to get into the contact with her defensive players. So that's been a smart play from Gandiga to try to draw the foul and one.
That's a change of possession. Biggest lead of the game, 15 with 8:11 to go. I may detect a hint of resignation in some of the Mozambique players' faces. Climb up a hill once and come down, you've got to climb all the way back up again. Good hands, super hands indeed. Mozambique regroup. Well, the bully line pass was just too hard.
Yeah, the intensity of that pass has been incredible, and Mafanela has done a great job so far, offensively and defensively, fighting for every possession and for every rebound. It's just a shame that Tamara Shida hasn't been ready for that hard pass.
Gandiga. Turnovers, look, that's what's hurting Mozambique, 18-10. Another three-pointer, Terrera. What a tournament she's having. 18 points the margin, that's way outside the arc. Call that optimistic.
We've seen this same shot from Ventura a couple times in this tournament, so it should not be a surprise.
Lea Dong is back on the floor. And the foul, Diakita. Well, Dong, let's say that could have been 50-50, could have gone offensive. Diakite thought she'd got her feet planted.
But we know that Lea Dong, she doesn't go half speed. If she goes to penetration, she goes at full speed with full aggression.
Lea Dong on the foul line. First time she's been there tonight. One of my recommendations, if that's worth anything, for the All-Star team. At power forward, I think, even though she's down as a centre. Could be both, of course. It's still possible for Mozambique. They need a big surge. They need a few stops. Gandiga. Well, that was one of the stops. And then it was touched. It was definitely touched by Koulibaly. Come on, coach. Oh, that's not good use of a screen there.
We've seen that quite often, that the player with the ball dribbles quite far away from that screener, and that's the high risk of offensive foul for the screener.
Diakite the rebound. And Terrera the rebound. Such an important part of the game, rebounding, and Mali have the advantage.
Still no defense to stop that penetration, Tamara Shida.
That's not the way to do it, 1-on-3.
Yeah, and that's the role of the small guard to go and take that ball off her hands, because she's not the player bringing the ball.
Held ball, and it is Mali possession. Shame about that pass there, because I think it was meant for the cutting player. Yeah, it was meant for one Koulibaly, and the other one got it. Substitutions for Mozambique. Lea Dong goes out. What a great tournament she's had. We may still more of her, of course. Maiga. Well, the pass a little too strong. 6 minutes remaining in the bronze medal game here in Bamako, Mali. It's not over yet. It's only 15 points now. Nice three-pointer there for Mozambique's Pinto, the youngster. What experience she's having, 17 years of age, number 6 for Mozambique. Terrera. And the rebound for Koulibaly. And she tried to smuggle the pass inside as well. And she stole the ball. And she was fouled. Well, the veteran face there of Fatoumata of Annabelle Costa there speaks volumes. Yep. Spray the ball around, Annabella. Mariam Koulibaly takes a break for Mali. And Negnuma Koulibaly replaces her. And Kankou Koulibaly misses the first foul shot. But not the second. This game for a place on the podium. The losers, they'll take fourth spot.
Great defense from Nasser Traore to be there perfectly by her body.
Held ball, yep. Possession, Mozambique.
You see that Mozambique is now trying to find that space for a penetration, but that last defensive possession for Mali has been a great defense from Nasser Traore to be there on time, on her feet.
Torreira, yet another rebound. Maiga calls the play. Torreira inside. That's another hell ball. This time possession, Mali. Thank heavens for the change in rules in recent years. We would have had no end of jump balls before now, and has speeded the play up no end. Koulibaly misses inside again. Three-pointer way off. That's not a hell ball this time, it's a foul. Is it against Mali? Is it against Mozambique? It's against Mozambique. Foul number 7 for Mozambique, that's Annabella Costa. Let's have a look, see what she did wrong. Maybe just the case the referee was fed up of hell balls.
We see a pressure now from Mozambique, trying to force Mali to turn over.
But is it too little, too late, the press from Mozambique, trailing by 16?
But to be honest, I think Mali is way confident offensively in this game, so great move from Negnuma Koulibaly.
The physical strength there of Koulibaly, a major factor in Mali's success. And then she fouls at the other end.
Yeah, she has been a bit lazy on her feet in this possession because she let Tamara Seda to go in front of her and easily receive that pass.
4 fouls for Negnuma Koulibaly. And her opposite number, Tamara Seda, misses the first foul shot. "17 points the difference." Neymar.
There's a huge mismatch again. Torreira has picked on her back.
Torreira. I was about to say that's good 2 versus 2 play from Mali. And they get the rebound almost inevitably.
Great hustle from Maiga. To fight for that offensive rebound, which gives them another possession.
And another rebound. This time for Maiga.
Yeah, they're just using the time in their favor right now with these offensive rebounds.
A textbook jump shot from Ayasata Maiga. Mali are 2 minutes 45 seconds away from the bronze medal. Well, over the top.
Yeah, not really sure now where Pinto wants it to go. because there has been a good defense from Mali from the weak side and on the ball.
Well, Mozambique's heroics against Angola have resulted in a semi-final and a third and fourth playoff here, but in both games it may be a 20-point loss. They lost last night to Senegal by 20. They're trailing here by 19. And they foul. And one of the Mali players takes the cameraman out. Did the cameraman get a autograph? Leila Dong coming back in for Mozambique on those 4 fouls, remember. Probably doesn't matter if she picks up a 5th foul now, but I'm sure she'll want to finish with a flourish.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's 2.5 minutes to go, and I'm pretty sure that Leila Dong won't go half speed.
And Sira Traore misses the first. And there's the 20-point margin. 17 points now to Traore. Coming off the bench, that is. Dong. Her outside threat has as good as deserted her in this game.
Yeah, she is a bit out of rhythm because we know that she has been sitting most of the second half on the bench with the foul trouble. So.
Oh, wonderful pass, and amazingly, Traore misses. I've not had to say that too many times. What a tough pass that is, from point guard into a low post that is being denied.
Yeah, definitely has been a wrong angle for that pass. Annabella should have just passed the ball to the side of the ring for a better passing lane.
That's a wonderful pass from Coulibaly, and the reverse layup. Terrific pass. Well, Mozambique just want to make a quick substitution. And in the dying embers of the bronze medal game, it is a 22-point lead for Mali. A little compensation for their loss in the semi-final, and I say an extremely little amount of compensation. And that's possession Mali. Points have been spread out pretty evenly in the Mali team. This has been a comprehensive third and fourth place victory for them. There's another foul, another shooting foul. Remember, Mali began the tournament with a comprehensive win against Tunisia. Then they lost their only group game, their only game they lost in the group, that is, to a superb performance for Angola. But their big game was the semi-final. They lost that agonizingly, 47-48 to Nigeria. 7 for Mali is Fatuma Bagayoko. This is the second. Well into the last minute of the third and fourth playoff. I think that is it. No one's going to do anything else to shake hands. Still a long time to go.
Yeah, I think it's a bit too early because there's 8 seconds on the shot clock right now, and players don't even see it. That Mali's going to have another possession.
They're going to get a shot clock violation, and now Mali should do the same thing. Just tick it down in the front court. They know they've won the bronze medal. They've won this one by 23 points.
Yeah, but no will to play anymore for that last 20 seconds of the game.
So 75-52 in the bronze medal game here at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2017. Congratulations to Mali, also to Mozambique, who made the semi-final by beating a very good Angolan side. But on the night, they couldn't win in the semi-final against Senegal, and they couldn't win tonight in the bronze medal game either.
Mali has forced Mozambique to 25 turnovers. That's way too much against this athletic team to try to compete. There's a difference, 23 points in the score. I think it's a well-deserved win, and I am pretty sure that Mali will realize later on after this tournament that to get a bronze medal, that's a huge success for a nation as well, even though I know how much they wanted to go to Spain next year.
So the fans there are almost certainly supporting Senegal, but tonight those Mali fans who made the trip to the arena have seen their team win the bronze medal. 75-52, Mali come third. Mozambique, they should be, and they probably are, well pleased with the fourth position. Terreira doing a lot of talking in that huddle. Yeah, I think she's saying words to the effect of, you should feel very, very proud of a bronze medal, Mali.
Absolutely. I think they feel that disappointment from yesterday, but as I said, by the time goes, they will really appreciate this bronze medal. It has been a tough tournament.
So congratulations to Mali and the Malian Federation. You've staged a wonderful tournament. Your team has come third. Confirmation there, Mali 75, Mozambique 52. Well, from me, Roy Birch, thank you very much for a wonderful tournament. Great help, Teresa Brantlova. That's my last game, so I hope you have a great final. Teresa and Tim Long will take you through the finals. Senegal against Nigeria.